Well, hello there. I'm Pete LaFrance, the old Growler, and this is Meeting Expectations. What we do is we take a look at a can or a bottle of beer. Sometimes a spirit drops by. We're all friends in fermentation. And we read what's on the label. We take a look at the artwork. We see what they're trying to sell us. We crack it open and see if it meets expectations. All right, this time from the Concord Craft Brewing Company in Concord, New Hampshire. Their Apple Crisp Porter, and this comes at about $4 a can. The source for this was a great little beer store up in New Hampshire. I will leave the link and the address down in the description box. All right, Apple Crisp Porter. It says 16 fluid ounces, 5.8% alcohol by volume. Okay, please recycle. This beer is a spin on our favorite seasonal treat, Apple Crisp. It starts with our base porter recipe and then mashed with the fresh Gould Hill Farm apples, oats, and spices. You will notice a subtle sweetness from the apples, a smooth mouthfeel from the oats, and spices on the finish. Why bake when you can drink this for dessert? Surgeon General's warning that I should not operate machinery while I drink this, and I should not be a pregnant woman. Don't have to worry about either one of those. Brewed and canned by the Concord Craft Brewing Company, Concord, New Hampshire, crafting fine ales since 2016. It has all of their electronic device connections there. All right, well, the only thing it tells us is it's 5.8% alcohol by volume, and it's like drinking a apple pie. All right, well, let's crack it open and see if it meets expectations. Oh, it's got a kind of a very picnicky type of a looking, let's see, get there, right there. Is that it? Can you? All right. Yeah, that's it. Oh, very, very New England. All right, you'll notice all of our beer tastings are done in the same glass style because that way no beer has a leg up when it comes to getting its clarity or sampling its aromatics. All right, here we go. Wow. It's a good looking porter. All right. Well, all beer should be served at the correct temperature. Ales, 50 to 55 degrees Fahrenheit, and lagers, 37 to 47 degrees Fahrenheit. The good folks at ThermalWorks sent me their lollipop thermometer. That way I can check a porter. Let's see what we got. "48 degrees Fahrenheit, and so for a top fermenting product, it's a little chilly, but that just means the flavors will take a little while to develop. All right, well, most people when they take a look and do a tasting, they take a look at the beer, they sniff the beer, then they sip the beer, and they let you know what they think. Well, I do things a little bit differently. What I do is I take a look first, then I sip first, and then sniff. Why? I'll let Master Sommelier Fred Dex explain it all to you right there. All right, well, it certainly looks like a porter. Let's see if it tastes like an apple crisp. You notice I took 2 sips because the first sip is an acclimation sip. The taste buds weren't paying any attention to me, and even if they were, they weren't ready for the coolness of the beer and then all of the flavors. So they needed a second sip, and in fact, they're asking for a third. Well, the apple takes a little bit of time to develop. The spices are right there. And I must say, it is a smooth, full mouthfeel. A very smooth, full mouthfeel on that. The apples come up a little bit later, but there is a nice blend of spice and sweetness. That sweet apple almost, it's not quite a cider. But, well, let's take a nosedive and see if I can find the spices here. It's probably strange to use the word, it smells fresh, but it does. It's like a spring morning, and it's rained at night, and you walk out there, and it's just a little bit. It's a spring morning, and it smells fresh. Well, that's what this smells like, and that's a good thing. I mean, I wasn't expecting too much of the spice in the aromas because that's all in the flavor, but there certainly weren't. The hops might be taking the time off, I think, on this one, and I'm perfectly willing to let them. Does Apple Crisp Porter from Concord Craft Brewing Company meet expectations? It certainly does. If you enjoyed this presentation, please click on the subscribe button and the bell. A thumbs up would be great, and a comment would be really appreciated. I'm Pete LaFrance, the Old Growler, hoping all of your beers meet expectations.